Okay, then quickly let's start with. So I want all of you to open your chat box wherein I pasted few chat links just now. First link is of syllabus link. You can check your syllabus on this particular link. Of course, if you have not enrolled yet for this batch, no need to worry. You can complete your payment process and you can join the batch. We are always welcome to take up the feedback. You just need to fill up this feedback form and we'll get it. All batch detail links, yes, you'll get to know each and every detail about your course in this link. So you can click it and you can check it out. In case you have any further queries, no need to worry. Feel free to type it to us an email and drop us a WhatsApp message on these two particular numbers. Okay, so with this, now I would like to invite your mentor at the platform. Her name is Miss Dipti. She's a wonderful mentor. She is into teaching profession since so long, and she's taking Olympiad classes with us from past so many years. So over to you, Dipti ma'am. And then quickly we'll move towards the dashboard and a presentation, okay?
Hello, students. And I am Deepthi Joshi, and I will be your mentor for your Olympiad journey, which you will be taking here on Olympiad Success Platform. Okay, so let me give you a brief introduction about myself. That I am an accomplished educator and a learning experience designer. I have been in this profession for over 8 years, and I've been designing tech materials, and I've been taking up classes with the online platforms and associated with Olympiad Success. And I am here to make your journey an interactive one, an engaging one, and an enriching one. Okay, so as you know that Olympiads focus on your creativity as well as on your speed and accuracy for the exam. So we'll be talking about some some tips and tricks, and then we'll prepare you for your journey for your exam of Olympiads. Okay, yeah. Over to you, Pooja.
Thank you so much, Miss Dipti. Let's move towards Miss Megha, wherein she'll be going to present a presentation. Okay, you need to wait for a second, Ishan. Soon you'll be going to get to know which topic we are going to present. So over to you, Megha ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, kids, so kindly be attentive. I welcome you all on the platform of Olympiad Success. So, Olympiad Success is the India's largest online preparation platform for Olympiad examination. We are the India's first exclusive live classes for Olympiad preparation, one of its kind yearly program that include courses that matter. We are having 8 courses, School Plus program, mathematics, English, science, logical reasoning, communication, spoken and written, Vedic maths, and coding. What else we provide? We provide one-on-one online CBSE, ICSE, IGCSE, and IB classes from grade 2 to grade 12, and one-on-one preparation classes for various Olympiads. You can see our rank holders. These are kids like you only. No need to worry. You just need to spare extra 2 hours from regular studies because Olympiad examination is quite little tougher than the regular curriculum. We are having live Olympiad sessions, group sessions with around 20 students delivered through Zoom by tutors with significant teaching experience. We are having three sessions per week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 8 p.m. till 9:15 p.m. with 5 minutes of break. This session includes topic-wise revision and discussion on previous year papers. Student will get the reading material and practice question, which will be available on the dashboard of Olympiad Success. And student will also get a free access to Olympiad Success platform to practice the topic-wise mock test. So syllabus is available on this particular link, and the fee of this course is rupees 12,044 rupees. It is a 54 session course, and payment can be made by using this link. This fees includes online class, daily reading notes and exercise, practice of previous year paper, and access to Olympiad Success platform. What else we require? A laptop or desktop with good internet speed and headphones for the better audio clarity. So live classes will be starting from 24th of June 2025. In 2024, Olympiad Success had students from more than 5,000 schools across India and abroad. So this is all about informative PPT. I hope I'm clear to everyone. Show me thumbs up if I'm clear. All right. Over to you, Pooja ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Let me share my screen and then we will be going to dive into the dashboard. So here what you have to do, kids, you have to just enter this URL olympiadsuccess.com. Here you'll be going to enter your user email ID with which you will register with us. As of now, I am entering with one of our demo accounts. Okay. After logging in, you'll get your profile details. Of course, you need to check in case you find any error. You can just rectify it over here. Moving forward, you need to click on live classes, in which you will going to get your entire material. So over here, you need to select your subject and of course topic. So you can see all topics are mentioned over here for your reference. So you can see everything is customized and designed for you very nicely, where you should not miss anything. So schedule will give you the reference in which session you're going to go which particular topic. So each and every session is bifurcated with different set of subtopics of one particular topic. Okay, so after completion of every chapter, there's a test discussion. Test discussion means you'll be going to get a mock test paper at home, and coming back, you will be going to discuss your scores and your doubts of that particular chapter with your mentor. Okay, so nothing is going to be missed. Each and everything will be going to covered for you for your preparation, for the better understanding of Olympiads. Because Olympiads are meant for in-depth knowledge. So in super classes, you will be going to cover previous year papers, okay? So here is a holiday calendar for your reference. Of course, we are living in north, so no need to worry to miss, no need to miss your session because already we have festival holidays. Here's a reading material, different sets. I'll be going to show you just one set as of now. Read this, practice it. Okay, this is how it will going to go ahead. Here is the question papers for your practice as well as answer key. So I recommend you download your paper, solve it, and then check your answer key. Don't download your answer key parallelly. Okay, here you go with the answer key. So there is more practice for you. That is under section of worksheet. Click on that. First, select your subject. And here you'll get your worksheets. Click on take exam. And now I'm going to show you how you can attempt your worksheet. Read instructions. Tick this box, click on start worksheet. Let's say, let's see how many of you know the correct answer. So we have opened a worksheet of algebra. Which of the following is not a variable? Quickly type your answer in the chat box. So the first lucky answer will be going to get it filled. Hurry up. Oh, we got a lucky one. Let's see if the answer is correct or not. Answer is A. Okay, moving on next. So in this way, you have to fill all your correct answers. So once you are done, you will be going to submit your worksheet by clicking on finish button. Yes, I have reviewed all the questions and your worksheet is submitted over here. So the best part of our platform is moment you're done with the worksheet, parallelly you can check your performance. For that, you need to click on performance button, select your subject, and here you go with your worksheet. Today is 17th, so I've attempted this worksheet just now. Click on view button and you'll get to know whether the answer was correct or not. And let's wait, oh, it was a wrong answer, okay? So that's why you need to practice a lot with your mentor. So we have our mentors in sessions here for you, so practice well, okay? Yes, that's pretty much about it. You need to log out and let me stop sharing my screen. Now we are open for the QA round. If anybody is having any doubt, needed clarity, feel free to drop your questions in the chat box. Otherwise, show me a thumbs up. We'll begin with the demo. Any doubt? Ahana, we got a thumbs up from Ishan. We got a thumbs up from Ahana. And I am not liking it. Sanvi, Yashvi, Bhavina, Saksham, your cameras are off. Turn on your cameras. How I'll get to know whether you are good to go for the demo or you have any doubt? Yes, Saksham, Bhavin. Oh, good to see you, Athar. Shall we begin with the demo, Athar? Or you have any doubt? No doubt. Great. Sanvi. Okay, I think then we can begin with the demo. No doubt, no doubt. We're getting the answers. Over to you, Dipti ma'am.
Okay. So students, Okay, so today we'll be studying a different topic than your favorite topic. I know why I think I can guess why the integers topic is loved by everyone because it's done in school, I guess. So that's why everyone is loving integers. But we'll be taking a different topic, a totally new topic maybe for you today, and that will be linear equations. Okay. Now I'll start sharing my screen and then I'll and not okay, okay. You just generally like the integers. Okay, Shan. Okay, it's fine. So let's see a new topic today that is linear equations, and definitely linear equations will apply integers into it. Integers are such an important topic that it forms your base for every other topic you learn in mathematics. Okay, so we will be using integers as well when we learn other topics like linear equations. Okay. 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 So simple equations. Okay. So we'll start with the basics. We'll start with the simple methods and simple concepts, and then we'll proceed to the complex part of it. Okay. Okay. So what is an equation? What do we understand about equation and what is an equation? An equation, a statement. What is an equation? It is a statement that supports the equality of two, as it there is a name in the equation itself, that equation means equate. So there will be a sign of equals to, which will equate what, which it will equate two expressions will be equated. It's just like basically you might have seen a seesaw in a park. Okay, so it's like seesaw. So if it's not equal, if both the weights are not equal, it will either be aligned upward or downward, isn't it so? So whenever you have to make an equation, it has to be equal. So it's like both the expressions should be equal to each other. One expression should be here and another expression should be here on the other side. For example, if I say that there is this empty box over here, and plus 5, and then here on the other side is 12. So definitely I have to write something here in this box which equates it, which makes it equal. Then only the seesaw would be balanced, isn't it so? So what will I write here? I'll write 7 here, isn't it so? Then 7 plus 5 will be equals to 12. Okay. And if you like integers, I'll take one more example. For example, there is 6 plus, and there is this box. Okay, and it is equals to, let's say, 4. It's 4. Okay, so what will be here in the box? Can you write your answer in the chat box? What will come here in the box so that these two expressions, one of the expression is this and another expression is this, they are equal? Can you write your answers in the chat box? Yes. Atharv, Ishan, Shaksham. Yes. Okay. So you are very clear with your integers part. Okay. So it should be -2. It should be -2, and then 6 minus 2 will be equals to 4. Okay, so so now you know the basic meaning of an equation. What an equation will have: a left hand side, we'll call it left hand side. Okay, a right hand side basically, and then these two sides have some expression. Okay, there will be one expression at left hand side and there will be another expression at the right hand side, and they should be equal. Both the expressions should be equal to each other, and that will form an equation, isn't it? Okay. moving forward, solving an equation. Now, just now you solved one of the equation when I asked you what should be there in the box to equate it to the other part, other expression. So you solved the equation, you got the answer of that blank box, that was -2. So it is in the same way we'll be solving equation. So what does the picture represent? The picture represents a balance. Okay, there is a balance over it. It's just like seesaw. It's just how we relate to seesaw, you can relate it to balance also. Okay, so it should be like, for example, I'm writing over here one more time. For example, like 8 plus a box is empty box is here, and on the other side it is, for example, say 12 is there. Okay, so there would be something will come here in the box, and I can write it as 4. So this should be equal to this part, and we can make it as tricky as possible. Okay, I can like write something, for example, 3 into 3 plus 5 into 0 plus 2 into 1, and this is one of the expression, okay, on one side of the balance, and then there is another side of the balance. Okay, so if I have to equate it, so what should it be equal to? It should be equals to 11, isn't it so? So these two I have written, just I have written the same expression in a different manner. Okay, but they are equal, so they have form an equation, isn't it so? 3 into 3, 9, plus 0 plus 2 will be 11. Yes, Saksham, you're very correct. Yes, good. So, balancing methods, okay. Balancing methods, often referred to as the method of balancing or the method of equivalence, are fundamental in solving simple equations. Okay, so whenever we are solving simple equations, so what is the method we are using? The method that we are using is the method of balancing, that we balance both the sides, or we can say the method of equivalence, that is both the sides or both the parts should be equal to each other, isn't it? Okay. Now there's a student activity for you. Okay, let's play a game before we start a chapter. Think of a number. All of you do it, okay? Let's see what everyone gets your answer. So in the chat box, you write the number you chose. The number you chose and the answer you got. For example, think of a number. For example, I chose the number as 7. Now you people don't choose 7, huh? You people choose some other number, okay? I'm thinking of a number as 7. Now I have to double it then, and do apply your board mass rules, huh? Don't forget to that if it first it is written double it, so you need to double it first, so that will be 14. Then add 6 to it, adding 6 to it, 14 plus 6, that will be 20. Then half it, means 20 by 2, which will be then equal to 20 by 2, that is 10. Subtract your original number from it. What was my original number? My original number was 7. I circled it over here. So that will be 10 minus 7 equals to 3. So what is the result? My result is 3. What is your result? Let's see it. Let's see it in the chats. What are your results? Okay, Sanvi got same answer like mine. Atharv also got the same. Okay, okay, okay. So I hope you're getting it. I hope you're getting it, that we are getting the same answer every time. Now, shall we make an equation of, okay, we'll come back to it later on. First of all, let's start. This is a little bit tricky. We'll get back to it later on to make an equation for it. Okay, we'll make an equation of it, but later on. First of all, let's try some simple ones. Okay, let's make an equation. First, let's learn how to make an equation, and then we'll get back to that activity. Okay, and we'll make the equation for that also. Now Sarah thinks of a number, just like you thought of a number. Sarah also thinks of a number, multiplies it by 4, adds 5 to it, to her answer. The result is 25. Now whatever the result is, that will always be equal to. Okay, make an equation out of it. Let's suppose, so first of all, whatever number you are thinking, you will let it as m. M or any other variable you can use. You can use X, you can use Y, you can use Z, you can use T, W, anything, any alphabet you can use for the variable. So if the number is M, what did Sarah do? Sarah multiplied it with 4. So can I write it as 4M? 4 multiplied with M will be 4M. Then she added 5 to her answer. So 4 multiplied with M, whatever answer would be, she added 5 to it. Okay, so be very careful. She is adding 5 to 4M. Not just M, but with the 4M, she is adding 5. Okay. And the result is, means the final result of this expression should be equal to what? 25. Okay. Now, can you solve this equation and tell me what is the value of M? How can you do it? How can we do it? Okay, we'll solve this equation later on. I'll tell you how to, I'll explain you how to solve the equation. Okay, we'll do that later on. Let's first of all see what others are saying. Yes, 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 you are making right equations. Yes. Oh, you have, what is the answer for what is 5? Have you solved it? You've got the answer. Yeah, you got the answer. Okay, okay. That's really good. That's really good that you are able to solve it at this point only. Okay. So let's wait for others also. Athar, we'll wait for others also. Those who have solved, that's good part. Okay, Manan has also solved it. Ahana has solved. Athar has solved. Okay, that's good. Okay, good. Saksham, Sanvi, Bhavin. Okay, Bhavan. Okay, so I think you people know a little bit of solving the linear equation. Let's move on with the next slide. Okay, so now try to make an equation on your own. Dylan thinks of a number. So whenever we are thinking of a number, we'll let it as whenever we are thinking of a number, we'll let it as some variable. Let's say x is the number. Okay. So Dylan multiplies it by 3. So the number will become 3 into multiplied with x. So 3x. Okay. And then what is the next step Dylan takes? That is subtracts 5 from his answer. So 3x minus 5. Be very careful with the language. The language is written subtracts 5 from his answer. And if it was written vice versa, that the answer is subtracted from 5, then the equation would be 5 minus 3x. Okay, so whenever you are reading the question, be very careful when you are reading the question. Okay, just a little bit slight in change of the language will alter the signs, and therefore your answer will be altered totally. Okay, the result is, and whatever the result is, we will equate it. Okay, so 3x minus 5 equals 7. Okay, so this is the equation. Let's see who all got the answers. Okay, you're giving me the answer directly. Okay, I wanted the equation. The question is about equation. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Appreciate Ahana, Saksham. Very good answer you have given, but I needed the equation. Be very careful in the options. Whenever the options would be given to you, in the option they might even give you the final answer. What if the option A is 3x minus 5 equals 7? Option B is 5 minus 3x equals 7. Option C is 4, your answer. Option D is 10, for example. So what if you in a hurry you take this? So always read the question properly, what is asked in the question, and then only you you put the correct answer. Okay, you mark the correct answer. Okay, so next, I have 5 questions over here and you have to make the equations, okay, for them. So question number 1, start writing your answer. Brendan thinks of a number, adds 3, and the answer is 15. So if Brendan thinks of a number, if the number is x, adds 3, so it means x plus 3. And the answer is 15. So answer is means equals to 15. Okay, so this is the equation for first one. Good, Manan. Good, good, good. Good. Okay. Question number 2. Join things of a number, then subtracts 5. Okay, things of a number. For example, the number is n. Then subtracts 5 and the answer is 10. Okay, so n minus 5 thinks of a number and subtracts 5 from it and the answer is 10. So the answer is 10 equals to 10. Okay, so this is the equation. A farmer has a number of cows and he plans to double that number next year. Now this question is little tricky. Okay, let's read the question nicely. Farmer has a number of cows and he plans to double that number by next year. When he will have 24. Represent this statement as an equation. Now do this one. Let's see who all are giving the answer. Question number 3. Yes. Okay, Atharv has sent for the fourth, for the all 4 questions. Is it Atharv? Okay. I want answer for question number 3. Yes. Yes, Ishan. Yes. Atharv has given me all the answers. Yes. Okay. Yes. So, okay. A farmer has a number of cows. For example, the number of cows is, X or maybe Y, let's say Y, and he plans to double that number. So the double of 2Y we need. So double of 2Y. So that become 2Y. When he will have, now next year when he will have 24. So 2Y is equals to 24. So this is the equation. And equation number 4, a new student enters a class and the class now has 25 students. Okay, represent this statement as an equation. Okay, question number 4 and question number 5. Okay, Srijan's answer is also correct. 2x equals 24. Question 3, correct answer Srijan has given to me. That's great. Okay, Saksham has also given me all the answers. Okay. 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 Okay, so for the question number 4, a new student enters a class and the class now has 25. So the total students are 25. This means, okay, so new student has entered. So what will I'll do is, I'll not let X as the new student. I'll let total earlier previous number of students as X. Okay, X is the previous number of students. How many were previous number of students? X. Now one more student adds up to the class, isn't it? One more student has entered a class and now the total has become, and the class now has 25 students. So this will be the equation. How we'll make the equation? We have to basically, when we read the question, we need to read between the question. We need to understand what is the context of the question. Okay, for example, I'm reframing question number 4 with respect to boys and girls. Okay, for example, I'm saying that a class has uh, 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 a class has X number of boys. I'm saying a class has X number of boys and 10 girls. Total students in a class are 30. So represent this as an equation. How will you represent this as an equation? I'm rephrasing question number 4, that X are boys, girls are 10 in number. What should be the total number of students? Sorry, total number of students are 30. What should be the equation for this? Yes. X plus 10 equals to 30. Okay, what happens is, Ishan, that whenever in a class there are girls and there are boys, so whenever I'm talking about total students, the total students will comprise of girls and boys only. Okay, so total number of girls added with total number of boys will give you the total students in a class. So X are the boys plus 10 are the girls, so x plus 10, and it should be equals to 30. And from this equation, we can find out the number of boys by taking this 10 to the other side. Okay. That we'll learn later. Okay. In the next sheets. Please do not annotate on the screen. Manan. Do not annotate on the screen. I would not appreciate that. Okay. It would hinder with our study material, no? So our class will be hindered. Okay, do not annotate. Okay, so the temperature increases by 18 degrees and the temperature is now 15 degrees. So if the previous temperature was, let's say, if the previous temperature was, let's say, T was the original temperature. Okay, that original temperature was T, and I've increased it by 18 degrees plus 18 degrees. Then the temperature is now what is now the final result? What is the final temperature? The temperature is now 15 degrees. Represent this statement as an equation. So the equation will be original temperature plus 18 degrees, because the temperature increases by 18 degrees and the temperature is now 15 degrees. Okay, so this is now means the resultant. Okay, so this should be equals to 50. So this is the equations. Okay, let's see what students are saying in the chat box. Yes, Ahana, very correct. Y plus 18 equals 15. Yes. Okay. Okay, so you have understood how to make simple equations. Believe me, these are very, very simple equations. The equations, yeah, that's fine, Ishan. I've seen that many of the students have given the answer. I was just checking what else you are saying, you want to say. Okay, so these equations will get tricky as we'll move forward. We will have, right now we have only one variable. Can you see that the equations are only in one variable? There is just one variable we are using, that is x or y or t. Now later on the equations you'll come face with will be with the two variables also. Okay, and then their coefficients will also get tricky. Okay, so this is how you'll get the tricky questions. Okay, let's see how to solve the equations part. Okay, now we'll be solving the part. Now for solving, what is the first is the addition principle of equality. That means solve for x in the equation x minus 5 equals 12. So what we are doing is, this is basically the basic concept. Okay, we'll be doing something else, but to understand what we are doing and why we are doing that, we need to learn, understand, look through this first of all. Okay, we are adding 5 to LHS and adding 5 to RHS. So what does this essentially mean is that whatever operation, there are 4 arithmetic operation. Do you know that? There are 4 arithmetic operations. Everyone knows that. What are those 4 arithmetic operations? Can you write it down in the chat box? What are the 4 arithmetic operations? What are the 4 arithmetic operations? Atharv. Okay. Ishan has written nicely. Plus, multiplication, division, and yes. Okay, you all are familiar with the 4 arithmetic operations. So that should be plus, minus, multiplication, and division. Okay, fine. So these operations, whatever operation if we are doing on the LHS side has to be performed on the RHS side also. This is the basic fundamental concept behind this. Okay, so that is why if 5 is added to LHS, 5 will also be added to RHS. Okay, so essentially what it becomes is, if the equation was x minus 5 equals to 12, what does it essentially eventually becomes? Eventually what is the next step? Even if I'm adding plus 5 and plus 5 to both sides, in the LHS what will happen is, this 5 and this 5 will become 0, because 5 minus 5 will be 0. And what will be the next step of this? That will be x equals to 12 plus 5 only, because this 5 and this 5, these both of these 5 will get cancelled with each other. 5 minus 5 will be 0. Okay, so x is equals to 12 plus 5, that is 17. So how do we do it when we are solving it? Basically what happens is, we are transposing this minus 5 to the other side, to the RHS, and whenever we are transposing, it will become 12 plus 5. So the sign changes when we are transposing to other side. Okay, this is how you can do it quickly. Instead of doing the adding principle, what we can do is, we can simply transpose it to other side, and that will become plus, because earlier in the LHS side it was negative. Okay, so this happens with the addition. And why this is happening, why it is adding up? Because we are applying the addition principle of equality. Okay, so that is why when we are adding 5 to both the side, on the LHS side the 5 is getting cancelled, while on the RHS side the 5 will get added up. Okay, so this is how we are going to solve it. Okay, so whenever we have negative sign on the LHS, it will be transposed to RHS. And why I am transposing it to RHS? Because I want to isolate the x. I want the value of x. So what will I do? I'll take all the constant numbers to one of the side and variable on the other side. Okay, I'm isolating x from this expression x minus 5. I have to isolate x and I have to get the value of x. Okay, hope it's clear to everyone. Okay, everyone gave the answers. I didn't understand. Okay. Okay, Ishan, what was the part that you didn't understand? Oh, x is equal. The addition principle? Transferring. Okay, transferring, it's fine. You can learn, we can, when we'll practice it, you can get it. Transferring is basically what happening, because like the equation was what? Equation was x minus 5 equals 12. I'm explaining it one more time. But even if you don't get it right now, it's fine. We can always take it up when we are solving equations. Okay, I'll take it again. I'll solve this again. So whenever we are transferring this negative 5, isn't it 5 has negative sign over here? So since 5 has negative sign over here, so whenever I'll take this 5 to other side, I'm taking it to other side because I'm solving it basically. Okay, I need to solve the value for x. Now when we are solving the equation, it means what? We need to find the value of the variable. So to find the value of the variable, what I'll do is, I'll transpose this 5 to the other side. Okay, I'll transfer this 5 to the other side, so that 5 is added to the 12, and I'll get the value of x. To get the value of x, I need to separate x from the number so that I get the value of x. So x is equals to, when I took this 5 to other side, it will become plus 5. So 12 plus 5. Okay. So it's fine if you don't understand the transferring part. The main thing that you need to understand is addition principle of equality. That is, you can add the same number. Basically, which number? That should, you have to add the number which will basically get cancelled. Okay. Next, for example, there is this addition principle of equality. Solve for p. So here p minus 19 is equals to 42. So what we'll add? I'll add 19 to both the sides. That is how this minus 19 will become 0. Minus 19 plus 19 equals to 42 plus 19. And why I am adding 19 only and not adding minus 42 or not adding 42? Why? Because I want to isolate p. I want to separate p. So when 19 will be added to minus 19, this will become p. 19 minus 19 means 0. So plus 0, this will become equals to 42 plus 19. That will be 61. Okay, so p is equals to 61. So to find the value of 6p, I will add that number which is associated with p only. Okay, this is how. Next is solve for y. So y minus 43.5. And you can see that the next step which will evolve will be, if I do not add 19, if I skip adding the number and I simply transpose. So what will happen from here, from this step only, I'll get p equals to, this minus 19 will go that side and it will be 42 plus 19. Okay, so this is how you can do transferring also, or you can apply the addition principle of equality as well. So y minus 43.5 should be equals to 6.79. This is the equation. Now what will I add? Because along with y there is minus 43.5. So I need to add what? I need to add plus 43.5. Okay, and since I'm adding 43.5 to one side, it will be added to other side also. Whatever operation we do on one of the side, we need to perform it on the other side also. Okay, so this 43.5 on both the side will get cancelled with each other. 43.5 plus and 43.5 minus, these both will get cancelled with each other and it will result into 0. So y will be equals to just 43.5 plus 6.79, which is basically 50.29. Okay. Okay. So this is how addition principle of equality is being applied over here. Next, similarly, is the subtraction principle of equality. So whenever with the variable you have plus a number in plus. For example, this is x plus 5 equals to 12. Now again what we need to do is we need to cancel this 5 from here so that I get only x. So what I'll do is I'll subtract 5 on both the side. Minus 5, minus 5. So x, 5 minus 5 will be 0. So x is equals to 12 minus 5 equals 7. Isn't it so? And if I just transfer the 5 from LHS to RHS, I'll transfer this to this side. So plus 5, this plus 5 will become minus 5 on going to the other side. So x is equals to 12 minus 5. And that will be equals to 7 again. Okay, so there are these two ways. You can either transfer the number or you can simply add or subtract its inverse. Okay, so for plus 5 the inverse will be minus 5, isn't it so? The additive inverse for 5 will be minus 5. So if I will add it to both the side, I'll minus 5 both the side, so that 5 minus 5 becomes 0 and x is left alone. I have to isolate x so that I get the value, so that I get its value. Okay, now next is the division principle of equality. For the division principle, use this method when the variable is multiplied by a coefficient. Now, again, our purpose is what? Our purpose is to isolate the variable. Now, if the variable is 3y equals 18, just like it was in the equation, 2y equals 24. The equation which we made, okay, the cows, the farmers and cows equation which we made, which we created. So 3y equals to 18. Now we need to isolate y, no? So, but 3 is in multiplication with the y. So what I'll do is I'll divide 3 on both the sides. I'll divide 3 on both the sides so that again 3 which is attached with the y gets cancelled. And the 3 one time is 3. So 3 ones are 3 and y is equals to 18 by 3, which is 6. Okay. Yes. What is coefficient? Yes, coefficient is that constant number which is attached with the variables. Like here, the coefficient of 3 is what? The coefficient of 3 is, coefficient of y is 3. Just like here in this equation, 2y equals to 24, the coefficient of y is 2. The constant number which is attached with y. Okay. So, if I solve this equation, 2y equals to 24. That will be, because I have to isolate y. So, what I'll do, I'll divide it with 2 on both the side. Okay. So, 2y divided with 2 equals to 24 divided with 2. So, this 2 and 2 get cancelled. 2 and 2 one time and 2 12 times. So, y is equals to 12 here. Okay. So, this is the way. Or what you can do is 3y equals to 18. Whatever is in multiplication in LHS will go in the divide part when it is transferred to the other side. So y is equals to 18 by 3 anyways. If you do not choose to divide 3 both the side, you can simply take the coefficient 3 to the other side and just divide it. Okay, you can do that also. Next, division principle of equality. Let's solve. Solve for t. 9t equals to 18.9. Now that variable is t and t is attached with 9. So I need to divide 9 because 9 is in multiplication with t. So I'll divide 9 here so that 9 will cancel this 9. So if I'm dividing with 9 on LHS, I need to divide 9 on the RHS as well. So t is equals to 18.9 upon 9. 9 2 times, 9 1 times, so 2.1 is the answer. Next is minus 3.5x equals to 9.625. Now you would have learned this thing in your integers part that minus divided with minus becomes what? Becomes plus. And if there is plus in the numerator while minus in the numerator, final one answer will have minus. Okay, and there is negative in numerator while there is positive in denominator, the final answer will be negative again. Okay, okay. So now the next equation is minus 3.5x equals to 9.625. So now again I'll divide with the same number which is coefficient of x. Now coefficient of x here is not just 3.5 but minus 3.5. Okay, coefficient of x is minus 3.5. So minus 3.5. Okay, minus 3.5. So we have to divide with the complete coefficient. Okay, whatever is in the multiplication with the variable. So this cancels this and the answer will be x is equals to, now the minus is in denominator, so final answer will be negative. And on dividing you will get 2.75. Okay. Okay. Next is the multiplication principle of equality. Okay. Use this method when the variable is divided by a coefficient. When the variable has a division is divided with a coefficient. Okay. You multiply both sides of the equation by same non-zero number to isolate the variable. Okay. Okay. So solve for x. X in the equation 2 upon 3x plus 5. Okay. Okay. Now the variable here which is attached to with the wave now the coefficient which is attached to the variable is 3 over here. Okay. So I'll multiply this whole equation with 3 and it is equal to 7, so I will multiply RHS also with the 3. Now when is what is this property called? Can anyone tell me? If the whole bracket is multiplied with 3, 3 will be multiplied with each of the term inside the bracket. What is the name of this property? Who can tell me? Answers in the chat box please. Okay, Ahana, you learned this but in another way. You must have learned in the transposing part. Yes. Answers please. No idea. Anyone else? There's a name for this property. Okay, I'll do one more step, then maybe you'll be able to know. Okay, so there is this presence of mind. If you would have read the next step, you would have got it. The next step is apply the distributive property. So what is distributive property? Let me remind you over here. Focus on the screen, kids, please. Don't write anything right now and just focus on the screen. I'm telling you what is distributive property. If A is multiplied with B plus C, okay, so A will be distributed to B as well and A will be distributed to C as well. So A multiplied with B plus A multiplied with C it will become. Okay? Okay. So this is distribute and simplify. So what will happen over here is when 3 will be multiplied with all the variables, how will it become? Students, there is a mistyping over here. 2 upon 3x. The x is not in the denominator, the x is in the numerator part. Okay. There is this mistyping over here. Okay. So when 3 will be multiplied with the first term, 3 multiplied with 2x upon 3 plus how it is being solved. I'm solving it here. Please focus on the screen. 3 multiplied with 2x upon 3 plus 3 into 5. 3 into 5 equals to 3 into 7, that is 21. Now this 3 and this 3 will be cancelled. 3 one time and 3 one time. Okay, 3 ones is 3. So 3 cancels the other 3 and the only thing remaining with us is 2x plus 15 equals to 21. Now to solve it, what we'll do? I'll apply the subtraction rule because it is in the 15 is in plus. So 2x plus 15 minus 15 equals to 21 minus 15. So 15 minus 15 is 0. So 2x is equals to 2x is equals to 6. 11 minus 5 is 6. So 6, and now 2 is in multiplication. So I'll divide with 2. I'll divide with 2. So x is equals to 3 because this 2 and this 2 cancelled and x 6 by 2 will be 3. So x is equals to 3. Okay. So there is this way which here in this way we have used all the principles. Division principle we used at the first step. At the first step, we used multiplication principle. Sorry, at the first step, we used multiplication principle. Okay, and then we used this subtraction principle over here, and then we used in the last we used the division principle. Okay, and we got the answer, isn't it? Okay. So this is the principle. Now, if I had to solve this, let me erase that. If I had to solve this equation without using the principal, and I'm using the transferring part. How to solve it? By using the transferring part and without using the principles of operations. Okay. So the equation was 2x upon 3 plus 5 equals to 7. So how do we do it is that, first of all, the 5. Here also the basic concept is the same, that we need to isolate this x. First of all, x is multiplied with 2 by 3. 2 by 3 is in multiplication with x. Also something is added with it. And then it is equals to 7. So first of all, I'll take this 5 to the other side. Okay, so 2x upon 3 equals to 7 minus 5. Which will be equals to 2. Isn't it so? So 2x upon 3 equals to 2. Now what happens in the transferring part is, whatever is in division, now 3 is in division, it will go in the multiplication, and whatever is in multiplication, that is 2 is in multiplication with x, 2 will go in the division. So whenever we are transposing, the operations are changed.